What is right and what is wrong can be determined by our personality. Hello everybody, it's Tom here from the Company Code. Hope you're all doing well. I'm here with my first video of the week. How our personality can define what is right or wrong. Yes, you heard me right. The age-old story of morality and how sometimes we'll take the moral high ground. And we take the moral high ground based on what we believe is what is wrong and what is right. How do we arrive at that decision? Well, from literally day one, we are being kind of like having morals drilled into us. Usually by our parents, usually by what society would say is socially acceptable, what is wrong, what is right. And you'd like to think that it would just be pretty cut and dry, you know? That most people would agree one thing is certainly wrong and another thing is certainly right. But I'm here to say today that actually every individual human being's sort of perception of wrong and right will vary down to the personalities that develop within themselves. And I will elaborate on this shortly. You know, think about it. Certain people have traits in their personality that probably lean more towards the treatment and care of others and how they are impacted. Yeah. Therefore, when a situation arises where others are at risk or going to be hurt in some way, their emotional response is very strong, and therefore they will be more likely to be staunch, this is wrong and it can't happen. Whereas others may not be as emotionally triggered by the care of somebody else and that consequence, and therefore will be less giving a damn about somebody else's feelings and how they're going to be hurt. That is how a personality type is defining then what is a wrong and what is a right. Because if you were to have the two people sitting in a room debating it, the person who is leaning towards that compassionate, caring sort of personality type would be there screaming that it is absolutely wrong and it is out of order. The person that is the other side of the spectrum would be sitting there going, actually, it's not that bad. And there would be this clash. Sometimes in life, guys, a situation will come up where the end thing is a case of you can't win, but what you can do is you can make a choice to make a full loss and lose totally, or make a partial loss and therefore only lose a little bit. And I will elaborate on this, and this is quite an extreme example, okay? I don't mean to offend anybody with what I'm about to say. 9/11. When the aeroplanes were hijacked and those people were on board, the fact of the matter was that someone was going to die. Innocent people were going to die, and as wrong and as horrible as it was, they did. The US government had a choice, and that choice was to try and stop the terrorists. You know, is it going to kill a couple of hundred people on an aeroplane, which is bad enough, or are they going to kill thousands? That's why they tried to take those aeroplanes out the sky. And that's why the people on board the aeroplane, who knew they were going to die anyway, took the decision, well, if you're going to take our lives today, you're not taking the lives of others. So they sacrificed themselves. Morally, innocent people dying is never right, ever. and never justified in my opinion. Sometimes though, when you've in a situation like that, you gotta make a choice. Do we save the greater amount of people and some end up dying? Or do we, allow that to happen and then all is lost? In an ideal world, we save everybody, but sometimes we can't do this. This is what I'm saying. Very extreme example, and some will go, well, but what I'm getting at is what is morally right and what is morally wrong is different from one person to the next. And it's different because of our life experiences and how our personalities develop. And every human personality develops differently. And as a result of our environment, our upbringing, our influences, everything. And even if you've had like a good upbringing, a good grounding, shall we say, there's always things that'll be there that will pull you in a slightly different direction. I know many people who've had quite strict religious upbringings who have completely and utterly rebelled. I know other people who've had not so strict religious upbringings and have gone off to become themselves religious. This is how life can work sometimes. Guys, this is my first video of the week. I want to say thank you all ever so much as always for being here and showing your support. I really appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. First video of 3 this week. Put down in the comment section below. And, this is quite a deep subject matter, quite a difficult one here. How do you view, morality? Is it something that should be as black and as white as anything? Are we always sort of just having that there's this wrong, there is an inherent wrong or right, and there should be? Should a personality type really dictate or drive it? And how is it so, Remember to hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. Until then, guys, I want to say thank you. Thank you all ever so much as always for listening and for being here. I appreciate your time and energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. I'll be back in a couple of days with a short video. Until then, I'm going to say thank you all and bye for now.